General students, today we are going to read a truly beautiful mind part second. Earlier we read about Albert Einstein, that you know that this story is about this lesson is about the Albert Einstein, and we read in the earlier part, first part, that about his childhood. So childhood and his education. Now we move to the his working experience and how he got fame in the world. So he said that Einstein later said that the desk on which he worked was the office of theoretical physics, because there only he started working on his inventions. So in the 1905, in the year of 1905, Einstein published his first paper. It was about special theory of relativity. In this publication, it was written that the measurement of time and distance is not absolute, and it depends on something else. He just said that the what is the measurement is that measurement of time and the distance is not obsolete, and that is depends on something. And according to his theory, if there are two clocks in the both are moving, they will not show the same time, and one clock will move faster than other. This is the theory of him. And from this followed the world's most famous formula, which described the relationship between mass and energy, that is E is equal to m square mc2. Is in this mathematical equation, E stand for energy, m for mass, and c for speed of the light in a vacuum about 300,000 kilometer per second. So this theory is that, to put in the simpler words, he just put all the theory in a very simpler form. And Einstein said that when you sit in with a nice girl of 2 hours, it seems like 2 minutes. On other hand, when you sit on the hot stove for 2 minutes, it seems like 2 hours, and that's the relativity. So a person would feel the timing differently. Yes, when have a good time, it just like it's a past, like we feel like it passed very soon, and the bad time, we just thought that this is very long. So this is the time. And while Einstein was solving the most difficult problem in physics, his private life was unraveling. That time his private life was starting to fail. Though he was solving his complicated problem in physics for the world, his personal life started becoming problematic. He started to fall into his personal life. And Albert had wanted to marry Melva right after finishing his studies, but his mother, Pauline and Einstein, was against this, and she thought that Melva Maddox, who was 3 years elder to Albert Einstein, was very old to him. And other thought, Pauline thought that the Melva was very intelligent, to be a wife, and told that she just have both the feeling. And she told that the Einstein, that Milva was also like book and was similar to him. As his mother was against this marriage, he cancelled his wedding with Milva, but the pair finally married in January 1903 and had 2 sons. And but after few years later, a marriage flattered, means after 2 years later, marriage became weak. And as Melva was very intelligent, being housewife, she could not cope up with her ambitions, and she was very ambitious, and she didn't cope up with her ambition. She just want to fulfill her all wishes, all desires, and she couldn't she was not able to do that, and she couldn't fulfill her ambition. And So she started become unhappy, and Melvia was unhappy from this marriage. She could not fulfill her career dreams. So finally, in the year 1990, after prolonged fighting, both of them separated, and they divorced. And then when he divorced, at the same year he married with Elsa, and the other thing, the second marriage with his cousin Elsa. And at the time Einstein married Elsa, another thing coincided, that is it was Einstein's race of world's fame. Einstein became world famous, and everyone acknowledged him as a great scientist. His fame became higher and higher. And in the year 1995, he published one more paper which was based on general theory of relativity, which gave a new interpretation of gravity. So this is the from that, after the marriage of Elsa, his just path was going high and high. He got fame. And in the an eclipse of the sun in 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. When in the year 1990 there was a solar eclipse which proved that Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity was correct. And then Albert Einstein had calculated in the year 1915, that in the year 1990 there would be a solar eclipse. Yeah, he already calculated in 1995 that there will be solar eclipse in 1990. Due to it, the apparent position of the stars would change to some extent. His calculation was accurate, so it was announced that Albert Einstein's work was scientific revolution. That calls a scientific revolution. Yes. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921, and he was showered and with the honor and invitation from all over the world and lauded by the press. The Nobel Prize, he got the Nobel Prize, and the Nobel Prize was based on the will of the famous Swedish scientist, a scientist who belongs to Sweden, Alfred Nobel. It was established in 1895. At the first Nobel Prize was given in 1901. He was showered with honor and invitation from all over the world. Shah's blessings true for him, and lauded by the press. He was honored and was invited to various places all over the world. Even the press praised him. When the Nazis come to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein immigrated to the United States. 5 years later, discovery of nuclear fission in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar. Yes, in the 1933, when Germany came under the power of Nazis, at that time Einstein left the Germany and shifted to the United States of America forever. And after 5 years, the Germany discovered the process of nuclear fission, and the process through which nuclear bombs or atomic bombs are made. This process are prepared in Berlin, and due to this, all the physicists in America were upset, as they feared misuse of the technology, and then many of them fled from fascism. Is that there were many scientists who escaped from America because of fascism. Fascism was the dictionary concept which was started in Europe and from Italy by the rule of Benito Mussolini. All the scientists were afraid that the Nazis could misuse the atomic bomb. At the urging of the colleagues, Einstein wrote a letter to American President Franklin D. And that time, Albert Einstein was requested to by a colleague, and so he wrote a letter to the President of America, Franklin D. Roosevelt, on 2nd August 1939. He warned him that the atomic bomb which was developed by Germany was very powerful. If one of these bombs exploded on any port, it would be not only destroy the area but also it would destroy the surrounding territory. This shows Einstein's humanitarian quality, and he wanted good for the people. He wanted peace in the world. He always wanted the peace and harmony in the world. That is why he brought his concern to the President of America and warned him. And his words did not fail to have an effect. The Albert Einstein's letter had an impact on Franklin D. Roosevelt. The American developed the atomic bomb secretly and dropped it on two cities of Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The Germans had just developed the atomic bomb. They did not use it on any country, but America did. And the lots of destruction took place, and Einstein was shaken. He was just disturbed. He was just trembled with the thing that was done. Nagasaki and Hiroshima. We all know about the disaster. That it was the lots of human lost his life, also lost their life. The loss of disaster over there, and we all are there are too many witnesses over there for that disaster. And that time, this time he brought a public missive to the United Nations. He brought an official letter to the United Nations organization. Albert Einstein proposed to form a world government, but this letter did not bear any fruit. And for another 10 years, Albert Einstein was involved in world peace. He just involved in himself in a world peace. This is the next decade. Decade means the 10 years, and he was involved in politics, and his agenda was to stop the countries involved in collecting arms and developing weapons. He campaigned for the world peace and democracy. His main agenda was world peace and the freedom for people. Just he wanted only peace and freedom. That's why he always preferred the democratic country. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as scientific genius. Visionary means a person who can think about the future in an original and intelligent way. Einstein could foresee in the future. He has a foresight of the future, and then when he died in the 1955 at the age of 76. The world celebrated him as a visionary. He was a world citizen and a scientific genius too. Yes, that's why we have to salute the genius. He is genius. He was genius. Yes, a truly beautiful mind. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it.